Hi guys, so John Curtice was interviewed following news of the latest by-election that the Tories will have to deal with, which is in Wellingborough, the seat currently held by Peter Bone, who had the whip removed following allegations of bullying and sexual misconduct. So John, the polling expert, explained that while some polls can be misleading and we can't always use previous by-elections as a barometer, it's looking increasingly dire for the Tories in this particular seat. However, towards the end of this interview, he explains how a new strategy the Conservatives are planning to use is likely to fail. Have a listen.
There's variation in opinion polls. I can find you polls at the moment that suggest the Labour lead is only the order of 11 points and others that suggest it's the order of 21 points. So there's variation in the polls, but they are all telling a story that says that basically the Conservatives are at the moment are heading for defeat in the general election. Individual spectacular results in by-elections, yes, we can dismiss, but shall we say we've already seen lightning strike more than twice in the same place. And, the last time we did see a government lose by-elections on this kind of scale with these kind of swings was the Parliament of 1992 to 1997, which did not end happily. Now, of course, history is not bound to repeat itself. Maybe the position of the Conservatives will improve, but the thing that's clearly overhanging the Conservatives is that, frankly, their opinion poll rating at the moment is 25%. That's pretty much what it was when Mr. Sunak, within weeks of Mr. Sunak becoming Prime Minister, they have spent 12 months trying to turn things around, and so far, literally, according to the polls at least, nothing has worked. And what we're looking for is, well, what are they going to come up with now that might be more successful? It sounds as though one of the things we've seen reports in the Sunday Times on Sunday that they're now thinking that perhaps they can make some progress by attacking Sir Keir Starmer. I guess what one might wish to remind them, although it's not something that the Labour Party will wish to remind them, is that Sir Keir is not actually that popular. If the foundations of the Labour Party's popularity rests on the enthusiasm with which the public were looking forward to a Sir Keir Starmer premiership, then the Labour Party will probably be much further ahead than they are.
Right.
But again, it's not clear to me that the latest tactic is necessarily, like all the other ones during the course of this autumn, are necessarily targeted at a target that is likely to yield.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. So the plan, it seems, is to attack Keir Starmer. Now, I've said before, the problem with all of this is that people do not vote. People are not coming out to vote for Keir Starmer. They're coming out to vote against the Tories. So they're trying to throw everything against the wall, hoping something will stick. They tried it with immigration. They're trying it with stopping the boats. They're trying it with culture wars. They're trying it with everything. Nothing is sticking. The public are looking at this and going, no, you're not dealing with what we care about, the cost of living crisis. Instead, the Tories understand that they either don't understand that they have to deal with the cost of living crisis, or they don't want to deal with the cost of living crisis and are looking for something else. And it seems the latest one is, let's attack Keir Starmer. And I've seen a number of examples of this already. But you have been in power for 13 years. You can't just turn around now and say, well, you shouldn't vote for Keir Starmer. That's not going to work. As Sir John Curtice pointed out, Keir Starmer is not even all that popular. You're not actually going to bring down the Labour Party by attacking Keir Starmer because he's not popular. He's reasonably popular within the Labour Party, but he's not popular with the public. The public don't care about Keir Starmer. I keep saying this. You vote for or against the incumbent. Are people happy with 13 years of Tory power? No, they're not. They want change. So I've said this before. If the Conservatives wanted to win, or at least minimise their damages, they'd need to minimise the damage to the party. They need to do something radical. They need to do something that is seen as helping people. I've mentioned before a UBI, but the Conservatives wouldn't implement a UBI because they don't care about the public. So that's off the table. They need to do something that is seen as helping people. Rishi Sunak is talking about bringing down inflation, but inflation is sort of out of his control. He's talking about growing the economy. Well, you can't grow the economy with the handbrake of Brexit on. So you have to do something. But it seems that they've either run out of ideas or they're not interested in actually doing something that could actually help people. And I'm talking about ordinary people, not the richest in society. The richest in society are not going to win you enough votes to stay in power. You need to provide something to ordinary people. But if they want to continue down this road of attacking Keir Starmer, be it, because it's guaranteeing them a loss at the next election. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.